Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the online broadcast of Fuel Arts webinar series. So last week we had a wonderful webinar with one of the mentors of Fuel Arts, Vandana Taksali, and I mentioned that according to the survey conducted among the graduates of the pre-acceleration Fuel Arts course held in May 2022, Vandana was among the top five mentors according to the answers of our graduates, because she gave, let's say, the most of her experience, and her mentorship was very useful. So the second person of that top five is our today's guest, proud Ukrainian-born as I am, Illia Pashkov, a futurist-entrepreneur and business developer, award-winning art creative director, and design astronaut with a big passion for innovation, sustainability, strategy, and technologies. Illia has over 15 years of experience, successful work with enterprise companies, startups, digital and blockchain products. So among his achievements, we can enumerate Illia is a partner and co-founder of Alter, Players Health, Wise, GhostDrive, WeWay, and beneficiary project with Ukraine. Also, along with a mentorship at Fuel Arts, Illia is mentoring at Hustle Summit in New York and Chicago. Welcome, Illia.
Hi,
Thank
yeah.
you so much. Thank you so much, Denise and Sonia. Happy to see you. Good morning.
We're happy to have you.
So
It's very
thank you for jumping into our call so early. We know that you are in San Francisco now, and we're based in the East Coast, New York and New Jersey. So let's start. And the name of our webinar is connected with one of your startups. You're currently working with the Alter Metaverse. So we'll talk about metaverses and, let's say, development of crypto and NFT, of course. But let me start with the first question. Every time I almost forget to introduce my charming co-host, Sonia Stablbein. But next time, Sonia, you will be the host and I'll be your co-host. Yeah, let's agree with it. So Sonia is project manager of Fuel Arts, and also she was responsible for all the pre-acceleration course in terms of the students. So she was conducting the survey, and she can confirm that Illia's contribution was one of the most, let's say, valuable. Again, and anyway, let me start with the first question. You know, Illia, from your LinkedIn profile, when people look at it, so they see that you're positioning yourself as CMO, and they first think, okay, Chief Marketing Officer, because it's quite common, CMO. But then you explain Chief Metaverse Officer, whether you put it seriously or not. So how could you describe this position, and what's your obsession with the metaverse started? How did it start?
Yeah, it's very, very fun topic, I guess. So I used to be chief hustle officer back in the days. I think like it was like 5-6 years ago. I really like to play with the search algorithms first, because that's pretty much how the search algorithm works on LinkedIn and Google, everywhere. Also, people really like catchy titles and catchy names, something that they can see and they can find an explanation of who is that person and what kind of position he's having. I had pretty good success on LinkedIn being the chief hustle officer, because I was kind of like doing a lot of consulting work back in the days, and I received probably hundreds and hundreds of messages like, "Hey, it's such a cool title. Like, I saw like a line with you. I understand why you have it and what it means." It was more for fun. And then when the metaverse move started, I was like, I have to change it. Like, so I was like chief product officer, chief strategy officer, chief design officer, chief hustle officer. And now with the trend of metaverse, with the move of the metaverse movement in general, I decided to change it because it's easy to see your main focus, your main passion, and if your main passion is the metaverse, I think it's like the perfect title. I found right now is very many people on LinkedIn put the put the title already, so I might will need to change it soon.
You just need to claim that you're the one who is actually original with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I also think it would be interesting to ask you, like, how did you start with this whole metaverse thing? Like, what was your first impression when you heard the term metaverse, and how did you got like interested in this whole topic?
Right. So, good question. So, I think my deep passion with augmented reality and gaming started a long time ago, when I was really like play different games, 3D games and things like that. But then switching into the software development, product development, I was really passionate about the AR VR thing. It was kind of like the main main evolution of the 3D graphics and how you can apply this 3D graphics to the physical world, so-called phygital implementation. I think it started like around more than 10 years ago. I was working like more than 5 years ago already on several like AR VR projects. When I was in Chicago, we were doing the immersive experience with Midwest Immersive Company, doing a lot of research in metaverse space. Pretty much, it just wasn't called metaverse yet, but the industry itself was not ready yet. And I feel like actually with that time when it started, now finally it's ready.
That sounds great. And it's so incredibly important to talk to someone like you when like you were there already before this whole metaverse hype started and everyone started talking about this like very strange word like called metaverse. And actually like you explained like how you were there before, but what is your interest right now and what do you think is going to happen with metaverse in the future? Because when I'm reading like news every day about it, everyone is having very different perspectives. What's going to happen with metaverse? Are we going to be there or is just a hype now? What do you think?
So of course it's a hype now. It's very similar, like it was a hype for the blockchain back in the days. Very similar situation, but with the direction of that, you know, human consciousness, always come in some sort of like utilization, and always come the products that actually people find usable for themselves. And the future of metaverse, definitely metaverse will be there. So let's dive deep a little bit. What is the metaverse in general? First of all, I think just to explain it a little bit, because the beauty of metaverse, it's having not just like 3D environment and like 3D space that was on the market long time ago with different gaming. Like there are so many examples where people been using very similar experiences just without blockchain. The beauty of it that we have a blockchain piece, we have augmented reality, we have virtual reality, and we have cryptocurrencies with the blockchain that come into that space. So imagine that you have any physical object like an iPhone, right? That has some sort of a value in real physical life. It costs around like $1,000 because it's Apple iPhone, and it has like a market price. So with exactly the same logic, you can have a 3D object in a metaverse that could be an NFT, that could be 3D object, that could be a token that also has a value already. So having that NFT, you already have an asset that has its value. And also the second piece that's very important is also the mapping out the space. So this could be 3D space internally, like 3D environment, or it could be a space that related to the map, to the locations, that also has some sort of connection between that location. So that's the beauty. That's actually the future. What open the gates that I think have really big potential in the future, and pretty much the future is now. So all the metaverse experience, I think, it's stepping out a little bit from VR, virtual reality. That's where it was based pretty much all the time. Of course, it's going to be there, but it's stepping out into augmented or so-called extended reality, XR, where you're gonna have a goggles that you walk in outside, that you're using when you walk outside the street, or in any internal location, like in a room, in any space, and you're gonna see the extended reality, the mapped area in 3D. You're gonna see all these 3D objects, all these like assets also through your XR glasses, and that's the future because like we all know that. A lot of companies working on the goggles, on the lens, even on the chips that's going to be installed in your brain and things like that. So that's where the metaverse experience actually finding this utilization, I think.
Thank you, Ilya. I just counted. We're now holding the 23rd webinar of our Fuel Arts webinar series, and we have set up a new world record because our guest mentioned the word NFT only on the 10th minute of the webinar. So previously they were on the first minute, second minute, third minute sometimes. So yeah, as soon as you've mentioned the NFTs, and of course, yes, metaverses are now being traded more and more often as NFTs. I mean, in the legal coverage, known as non-fungible token. So, what is your take on the NFT world in whole? Just a quick question, and then we'll move to your startups.
Right. So NFT started as a big move, pretty much with the blockchain, with the era of tokens, ICOs back in the days, and then just some developers and geeks decided to apply some memes to it, connect some images, and then those memes, became pieces of art, and then it moved to more expensive pieces of art, and then like people started to apply 3D models. So I'm actually like always like to play around with cutting edge technology. So I think the NFT is the key in the metaverse, because that's the asset, that's the crypto, that's the currency, that's what I was talking about before, actually open the ability to exchange any goods, to have any physical digital objects stored in your wallet, stored on your cold wallet, or any like wallet that you have, like digital wallet, and you can literally exchange that NFT through the metaverses, through different experiences, through those different environments. The future of NFT, of course, is going to be expanding and transforming, but the initiative is already started. Like the key is already opened the door. So we already into the metaverse space with NFTs, because that what created this beautiful like utilization of 3D space. And the beauty of it, that like artists who can create like amazing 3D art, amazing artworks, can actually apply it to the currency, can have an asset as the art that can have like a market volume, market price, and then sell, buy, trade, or do whatever they want, or like apply it in the gaming. So now actually is the big era when with NFT, not just an art piece, it's not just like this amazing 2D beautiful artworks, but also a model of find to earn, play to earn, gaming, applying into that metaverse space. So kind of like we've seen how those industries merging together in one, and more other industries are coming together into the same circle, into the same space. So it's a process of transformation. That's what we will see with NFTs currently.
Sounds very promising. And I actually wanted to ask you about one of your last initiatives, so like Alter. Could you tell us more about this marketplace and this hub?
Right. Yeah, Alter is a very interesting project in general. When I started I was actually thinking about the NFTs first, and I was checking the NFTs on the marketplaces, and I've seen that pretty much I've seen the hype around the good quality 3D NFTs. Like, okay, so if you see really good quality art, if you see really good quality 3D object, people more motivated to buy it, and they more they see more utilization because it's like a character, it's a 3D object. And then pretty much the big concept of Alter is having those 3D objects as NFT, any 3D object that could be an NFT, located or place it to any location on the map, and be sold, trade, or just have some sort of like an entertainment attached to that location through the NFT and AR XR experiences. So I was pretty much placing the NFT objects on the map, and showcase it to the users through my Alter app, where they can find those NFTs on the map, and that added like pretty much another look into the NFT space, because usually people buy it like through marketplace, OpenSea, whatever, or through the project page. They can see this utilization piece. I was thinking about the cross metaverse hub, and if to talk a little bit in details about it. Imagine that we all have different metaverses right now. We have Sandbox, we have Decentraland, we have so many engines that are currently built into the metaverse space, and everyone wants to build their own metaverse. Everyone wants to be on the top of the edge and like actually deliver something, create their own environment. My idea was to create a cross metaverse hub. So actually you can have any 3D asset, any 3D object that could be cross metaverse and cross blockchain. So you can move those NFTs between different environments as the same object, but that NFT gonna be looks like, let's say in Sandbox, is gonna look exactly like it should looks in Sandbox. So we pretty much what we do here, we use different 3D technologies. We use like Unity engine, and we use Unreal engine. So in low poly environment, you're gonna see, let's say, a duck that's gonna be squared, pretty much Minecraft styled duck, and then in Sandbox, Decentraland, it's gonna look exactly like it should look there, based on the guidelines and style. But let's say in some sort of like high polygons environment, we are using the 3D model that's gonna look super high quality and done on Unreal. Same related to the blockchain, we can use Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Chain, Solana, and all other NFT related blockchain. So pretty much we have a token that contain all the bridges to all the chains, and a link to all the 3D models that store on pretty much like secure kind of IPFS storage. And when you move the token, you can see all those different variations of the art related to that environment. So that was the first kind of like concept, and then I was like, okay, so that token that could be cross metaverse and cross chain could be placed on any location on a map, and user can play around with it, picking it up. So I started to create like an ecosystem of different projects and different products, NFT related. First of all, started with collaboration with different NFT projects that has some success on the market already, and it's pretty much Ethereum, Solana NFTs. We were building a microverse. That's how I call them. It's like a small environment that you can get access through your browser or your phone with your NFTs. So this environment could be accessed with an NFT of the project, and you're gonna have amazing like 3D room, let's say, where you can change the, I don't know, look of your NFT. You can you can create your own room, and then you can invite your friends to hanging out there. So it's like pretty much like a full metaverse experience. And then I went outside of the box, and so it was like microverses that could also be located on a map. And then I went outside of the box, and I was started placing this 3D object and created a marketplace with NFT and XR that people can access through their Web3 wallet. They can go outside, collect those items on the map, those items as an NFTs, I mean, and then can buy, trade, and sell them. The beauty of it that they also all prepared for the XR glasses. So imagine that you walk outside the Times Square and you see, let's say, a Nike store, and you get a notification that, hey, there is like amazing an NFT in the Nike store that you have to pick up. You come into the Nike store and you see this like 3D shoes spinning around. That is an NFT. And let's say you need to collect like, I don't know, 5 shoes or something. So you have like gamify models applied to it. So when you collect that NFT, you buy, for example, or you achieve it through the gaming process, you can place that NFT on your altar. It's becoming your collectible. Altar is a sacred place where you can store all your meaningful items, all your NFTs, all your collectibles, pretty much. And when you store that Nike NFT on your altar, the biggest idea that I'm applying to it is also having an altar card. So you can get those shoes delivered to your home, or you can pick it up them in a Nike store because you're an NFT owner. But also, when you're going to be pay in Nike with an altar card, you're going to get a percentage and discount to any products that you have an NFTs for. So you can collect, like, I don't know, for example, different brands NFTs, Balenciaga, Starbucks, doesn't matter. You collect all those NFTs, you create the map of perks and discounts on your wallet, and then you get in this perks and discounts from the brands. And then the biggest idea that how to make people have fun with it is applying the play to earn, find to earn models that let's say people need to discover 5 NFTs in the next hour and they need to collect them, or I don't know, they need to get to some specific location and then they need to play some sort of a game to achieve it. So you apply different models to people enjoy and interact with it to get the favorite NFTs, to get the favorite discounts and perks. So that's kind of like an idea of an altar.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah. So this is an example. It actually was in San Diego on this weekend. I was walking with my dog and showing how the NFT could be placed to the location. So it was on a black or flat rock in San Diego. So I placed this alien literally on the rock on the ocean. And this guy's existing 3D environment. It is an NFT that placed to this location that could be explorable through the Altar app.
Cool. So may we call Altar, let's say in this current stage, like Pokemon Go for NFT users or for NFT gamers, or for blockchain gamers?
Yes. So it's some sort of like, Pokemon Go on steroids, I would say, with a blockchain, NFT, fintech, and pretty much an ecosystem of those products connected to it. So an idea here, not just to create a game itself. Gaming models could be applied as additional fun things. The core thing here is to have like pretty much a fintech model where you can have like a banking app where NFT can open perks and discounts for you, as well as you have pretty much utilization for an NFTs itself, the direct utilization through having those NFTs connected to the map, being 3D objects. So let's say you started like your NFT project and now you're in the stage like, I don't know, I need to create something fun. here's an altar, so you can actually place your NFTs on a map, create some sort of games around it, do some things like some fun stuff, so users can enjoy it. And also it's a big kind of like a marketing tool for brands itself, because every brand want to have this like a step into the metaverse NFT space. They created their own, like Coca-Cola created their own, like Balenciaga created their own metaverse environment. But here you have some sort of like centralized place where users can select their favorite brands, select their favorite items, and then they can interact with brands directly. They can and brands can add their own, I don't know, marketing propositions to that marketplace, whatever they would like to, introduce to the crowd, and whatever they want to they customers to buy.
Cool. Actually, I really enjoyed the idea of assembling all the blockchains together, because now we can witness the struggle of blockchains, because they differ in the value they propose to their customers, and we see how they try to compete with each other. So from what I understood from your speech, you are trying to create and successfully creating so-called like in comparison to United Nations organization. So you're creating United Blockchain Organization or United Blockchain app with all the values from which brand are producing so often today. And last week you've might heard of the next brand new collaboration between the Gucci brand and Super Rare marketplace. They're going to establish a brand new online marketplace based on the Super Rare engine, and of course the collectors that database, and connected with the Gucci brand. So yes, that's really cool. I mean, I really love what you're doing. So just before we jump to your next startup, to your next project, so where would you like to see Alter, let's say, in 5 years? So, or in other words, what would be your ideal scenario for this startup?
Yeah, so in 5 years, I'm seeing the people, and actually, that's how I started the Alter. It was like 5 years, I think, around 5 years ago, maybe a little bit less, when I was in Miami at the time, and I was like walking around. I was just thinking about like, hey, how users going to be interact with in the future. It was like time when the metaverse hype just been starting. Like we've been exploring some really good hyper reality technologies that was done by Asian communities, and I was kind of like researching a lot in the future of like graphics and technology, and I was kind of like like seeing this like virtual advertisement everywhere, like people who walk in the glasses around the city, and you can leave some sort of a message, a tag in the virtual reality, place it on a wall, let's say as an AR object, as your graffiti tag or something, and you can leave, but your tag is going to be living in this metaverse space for some time. So actually, I have a time limit for my NFTs as well in Alter, so you can place some object for some specific amount of time. I forgot to mention it. It's also very important because you can, let's say, rent a space on a Times Square, and you can place some object there for like a full day, and it's kind of like the same as advertisement work. More I was like diving deep into this concept. I was thinking about different layers of information, how users can filter it, how they can like, okay, I want to see something related to the, I don't know, ecology, or I want to find a cool bar, whereas all the people are right now, whereas everyone. So you can like having different filter levels that could be applied to virtual reality, to augmented reality. And you can find those NFTs or those 3D AR objects, or that advertisement, or some sort of like a virtual reality indicators that will help you to navigate through the city or through the whatever landscape you are. So in the 5 years in the future, I'm actually seeing all those people handing out in the glasses or like lenses around the city, and they can actually use that, virtual world, digital world that perfectly apply to the physical world that we currently have. So they can actually, I don't know, find a show or a club, or I don't know, store the ticket as an NFT on the wallet on in the Alter app, so they can get access to the show of their favorite artist. That's going to be through that experience in the app, or so-called metaverse app. I don't know how to call it already, because it's like the metaverse is getting so like wide right now. But yeah, I'm seeing those people actually like like doing these things and like sharing the location between each other, sharing those NFTs, trading them, and interacting with the digital world.
Oh, cool. I see we have several questions in a row. So the first is from Alex. I personally know Alex as a technologist and author of a series of academic and scientific articles. Hello, Alex. Thanks for joining us, and also a writer and a serial entrepreneur of tech products. So liquidity limited to a very small in crowd appears to be a serious handicap. No?
Trying to understand the questions regarding the liquidity. Is it related to the token, or liquidity related to NFT? Um, Liquidity limited to a very small.
Probably in general. I mean,
Liquidity limited to very small in crowd appears to be a serious handicap. No, I mean, as I understand, the mean that like the liquidity is related only for a small crowd of people, right? So who's going to be using it? Like who's going to be doing this utilization? But I think that that's the question of actually Web3 integration in general in the space. So more people who are actually using blockchain wallets and like using Web3 in general, they gonna be merged with Web2 users, and that's currently one of the biggest problems I'm trying to solve with it. Like how to invite Web2 users into the Web3 environment and actually link their profile. So that's kind of like the product should be go to the global wide range of users who's can easy install this app. Then they can easy use the fintech options, and then they can easy buy the tokens with, let's say, fiat or something like that.
And we have another comment from Alex: currency as medium of exchange.
Currency as medium of exchange. So trying to understand what Alex actually mean will be will be great to speak with him directly.
Absolutely.
I think you're talking about the currency, the coin that's going to be traded on the exchanges, I guess, the Alter coin. And I'm just trying to understand the liquidity piece. That honestly don't no, I'm not clear with the question, or is Alex thing. But I'll be happy to answer Alex. Maybe directly on LinkedIn, or
Absolutely. Yeah.
will be
We'll just continue with the questions now, and Alex can, meanwhile, if he keeps watching us, just put it like more extended version of the question, so we can get back to it in the end of the webinar.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to switch from Alter to another niche of yours, like the NFT collectible game, the Mad Backpacks. Could you tell us a little bit about that and the story behind?
Yeah, so the story is pretty fun. We do it at WeWay company that has the main office in Dubai. And the idea of Mad Backpacks is actually a pure and direct utilization of WeWay token. So the token that actually listed already on the main exchanges. So it's a crypto collectible, fine to earn, play to earn game, kind of like a Pokemon on steroids, using very similar technologies like 3D AR technology, where people need to have a backpack to collect a crypto around the globe. So it's pretty much like a Step-in plus Pokemon Go connected to each other. So people, first of all, they open different backpack with different options. Each backpack is an NFT. NFT has different attributes and abilities to collect the coins, have different variation of speed, limitation of like acceleration and amount of coins that they can put into that backpack. So backpack itself is very cool looking, 3D, like a transformer kind of style, Pokemon kind of style art object and NFT object. So users collect those NFTs, and with those NFTs, they open different mini games on the map where they can collect WeWay coins. Yeah, so the idea started like actually utilizing the current trendy AR 3D technology and to build the game around it to create utilization for the token, create utilization for the ecosystem of WeWay.
Sounds very interesting. Oh, yeah, we have some visuals for this one, right? Yeah.
This one is actually example for my another project. It's like the beneficial diamond NFT. It's just like the 3D graphics and quality of the 3D graphics that we use for to showcase the beneficial NFT when you get in something. For the Mad Backpacks is going to be another video that we have.
Cool. So let's imagine we're
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is an NFT for with Ukraine project. So this is the Cossacks NFT, just an example of 3D graphics that we work, and this Cossacks is going to be in AR XR as well. So and we're going to create the gamify experience around them. But yeah, this is the example of NFTs as a 3D art. And there was a video for the Mad Backpacks as well. I send you. Yeah, I think it's the first video I sent.
Cool. So let's assume we're pitching. I mean, you're pitching the Mad Backpacks to investors, and they are asking you a question. Let's say you came to the Shark Tank TV show.
I should be prepared for that.
Cool. So, and one of the most favorable questions of those guys, of those investors, everyone knows them. So, is what makes your product different from your competitors? Because, of course, if you don't have competitors, who needs your product? So, what makes Mad Backpacks different? What's your reply?
Right. So the difference is actually, first of all, using the cutting edge technology and super highly detailed 3D graphics. So compared to all other ones, even Step-ins or Pokemon Go, there is nothing like that on the market yet, and it's gonna have like really good attraction from the users from the way how it looks like and the gameplay itself, because the NFTs is designed by one of the best 3D artists and studios in the world. So I'm really picky about the quality of the art and the gameplay itself. So that's the first thing. Second thing, there's not many apps in general where you can they just starting. Of course, there are competitors, but there are no many of them where you can play fun games and you can have like a location-based experience, and then you can make real money and assets or cryptocurrencies with it. And the second thing is also, of course, the ability to collaborate with influencers and brands, and also like a social aspect of it, that like when people gonna play something really fun, something that they really like, I'm hoping that they're gonna have some sort of like a viral move around it, so they can actually invite their friends and families to play that game together. So that what I'm expecting from that virality. That's very important aspect as well. Because Pokemon Go has like really big virality in the beginning when they started, and it was like really big hype around it. Pretty much everyone, I think, tried Pokemon Go at least just to install and see how it looks like, because everyone was talking about it. But with Pokemon Go, you can actually make a lot of profits for yourself. You're just walking around and just doing some fun things visually, some fun gameplay. But if you can make money, collect it, and then exchange it, and then because it's a utilization of the token, you can utilize this token, like swapping into some other token, or you can buy something from the marketplace with a good discount, or like some special products or special collectibles or items as an NFTs, or I don't know. In the WeWay ecosystem, you can get like a free course, let's say from 3D artists, if you collected some specific amount of tokens, things like that. So it's like a real physical utilization that you can actually have while you're playing.
I actually wanted to ask you, like, you have such a big experience and expertise in this space, and I wanted to know your perspective. What niches do you think are like kind of promising, or do you consider promising in Web3 and NFT in general?
So I think actually, like, that's the main beauty is having all the industries, all the best beneficial industries that been having some sort of like a hype before, coming together and applying and merging together in this new thing with Web3, because Web3 is pretty much like a new step, like the future of the internet, where we taking all the best items that was successful in the past, merging them together and moving into the future. And that's the best models from gaming, the best models from marketplaces, user experiences, and the products in general. We're taking them, apply them together. It's my favorite thing actually in general to play around with, to do. So I think currently we're at the stage where so like STEPN, they crashed the market with this like ability to like make money when you walk. And then another project I talk, they just created the pretty fun idea, like you can make money while you sleep, and they sell in the masks for like sleeping masks as an NFT. So like it's like people are getting creative because they like to analyze these models, and they like to see how they can apply it and move them into the future, because something again could be really useful. So now we're taking the real best gaming expertise, where people can like play to earn, fight using like find to earn, play to earn models, walk to earn models, sleep to earn, I don't know, whatever you can do to earn, and whatever you like to do, like
Earn. Exactly.
with, with that, like apply it to the all like high level graphics and innovative tech, and then you will like achieve some product that people gonna like to use, I think.
Thank you, Ilya. As you remember, 2 weeks ago we met at NFT New York conference with you, and shared some findings with each other. And one of the findings was that, everyone was talking about the NFT startups, the NFT market in general. It constantly researches the, let's say, the business models, and looks at the business models of the physical market, trying to understand which successful models can he apply, and to finally realize if they fit the interest of the NFT users, NFT collectors, I mean the crypto audience, if it fits or not. So my question is, in general, in your opinion, what does the NFT space lack today?
Good question. So first of all, I think the NFT space in general is same. It's like all pretty much the same as a token space back in the days, or ICO space back in the days, crypto space, based on the hype. So let's think like 2017, right, when I was in the same conference like Consensus or different ones in New York, and everyone was talking about tokenization of everything. Like, we want to tokenize my business. Like, I want to create all those tokens for myself, and tokens as an equity, tokens as the asset, token as the something. And that's where actually NFT was created. Then NFT hype was pretty much catched up by the art creative community and young community, because it was so easy to apply some art object or something to the token. And now is the time where actually brands and companies, they try to find this utilization, and they trying to find the ways how they can apply their business models, and how they can implement this NFT tokens into that space. I actually really like NFT community. First of all, because it's a lot of creative people, a lot of people who like future forward thinking, a lot of young generation that actually fits it with a really good new ideas, smart kids who's like in their 20s, but they already like thinking Steve Jobs, like kind of perspective of like changing and create some sort of like revolution in the market. I think that you know really good utilization for NFT is something that are just coming. So it's not like locking, but it's just coming, because pretty much the market been prepared to it. So let's say I have an NFT and I don't know what to do with it. I have a bunch of NFTs, and those NFTs are just like stupid pieces of art, like, or like, I don't know, some pixel art, or like something that, like, what I'm gonna do is it just continue store on my wallet. And during the crypto winter, it's actually losing its value a lot, and I'm like, what is it? But if the projects, NFT project, going to be thinking how they actually create utilization for the tokens, what users can do with it. I don't know, not just access the events and parties that happening today, but create like a business models around it, where this NFT is integrated into it as a part of the ecosystems, where actually user can exchange it into something. And the in general having the utilization, right? So you can exchange it to the physical item, or you can use it as a ticket to go to any event, or you can collect those NFTs. And if you collected 5 or 10, you can like burn them, and you can receive another NFT that actually give you ability to have some bigger things in the future. So creating those models, that's what I was thinking, and that was usually consult all other NFT projects and anybody who I work with. We kind of like, we think about not just art, not just blockchain. We're thinking about how users can interact with it and what they can do for the next like 5 years with those NFTs. Either like NFT can be entrance into the metaverse, and how it's going to be scalable for the next 5 years. And that's what's lacking right now, because it was a lot of NFTs created just because of the hype, just because of the we have a cool artist, now we have some sort of a community, let's sell those art pieces. Or I have a genius idea because I have access to this audience, to this crowd, that I can sell those NFTs to, but there is not much they can do with those NFTs.
Yeah, I'd like, based on your reply, I'll get back to it a bit later, Ilya. So I'd like to remind our audience that every market consists of 4 general links of the value chain. Production, so how the product is created, the creative studios, in the art and NFT space. So production, then trade, how the assets are traded, bought and sold. So then management, what happens in between the two transactions, and then analytics, So how can we analyze the, let's say, the creative process? How can we analyze the trading signals to optimize, to make our purchases and sales more valuable, more profitable? So from what I've heard from you, replying to my previous question, I understood that you think you consider the main, let's say, source of upcoming gold, let's say in terms of startups ideas, are in the management sphere, which means what happens between the sale, the purchase and the sale. So as soon as you purchase the NFT, what happens next? How can you monetize it without selling? How can you use it? How can you, let's say, organize the use it as a collateral, or manage the copyrights, or let's say play with it or share or whatever before you finally sell it? Am I right? Because I also think that in terms of
Yes.
management link of the value chain,
Yes.
there is it's the most promising sphere, and along with the data analytics. But yeah, management.
Just a good example, like a lot of people like to think that NFTs and the way how they treat them is pretty much like like the baseball cards, right? Or like how to call it, like fantiki, like this, the things that you collect, and you pretty much store them in on your wallet, or like if it's the baseball cards, you store them in your box and then you showcase to your friends, that's my collection, and these collections grow in value through some amount of time. But technically, what you can do, yeah, there are some kind of, like, I think, games with those baseball cards, but there's not much utilization for it. But if you think NFTs, it's way more than that, because it's like smart contract. It's an algorithm. You can apply, you can open so many things, and that's why I started Alter in general, because I was like, you can place those 3D objects that could be a game, that could be an environment. You can speak to them, you can talk to them, you can dance with them. I'm thinking that my NFTs in Alter could be like a 3D object of, I don't know, my favorite whoever, doesn't matter, I like let's say like Jennifer Lopez, like Kim Kardashian, doesn't matter. 3D model of that character that could be an NFT owner, that can have percentage and revenue from selling that NFT, share it between a brand, let's say Gucci, and then Kim Kardashian, who's actually going to be presented as the object as well, and wearing some Gucci clothing, and the artist who's going to be created it, and then that 3D object can teach me how to dance or how to move. That move going to be belonging to, I don't know, Lady Gaga or Kim Kardashian, doesn't matter. So I can have sitting in my office in my glasses, having the personal tutor as an NFT, dancing and teaching for me the way I want to learn. I can have like a dancing class, and that one token can be, let's say, a monthly subscription, or can be just one dancing lesson, as well as all other parts, because an NFT can have all those different elements connected to it. That it also can be a ticket to the concert. It's also could be access to some niche community. It's also could be a physical item that I can wear actually, or exchange in the store and wear it. Or it could be AR like wearable that I can try on myself. Or it could be a game, or it could be a tutor, or it could be anything else. And that's why I'm thinking like way more than just having the art object connected to the token. I'm thinking how people can interact with it, and what kind of business models you can apply to it, how you can help businesses, influencers, whoever is participating in that flow of product development. As you say, Denise, like it's a part of like management, because that's what I'm kind of like trying to teach others, and like explain to the others that it's way more than just some art objects and token. Because when you think that way, you can apply different business models and create really cool experiences for the users, and way more elements how people can make money with it, or just have fun with it, or something else.
Thank you.
That sounds very inspiring. I mean, the whole future and the whole ideas and like your broad perspective in general. I think we can end up with a question that we usually ask all our guests, all entrepreneurs. What would be your top 3 tips for the people who want to create something in art and tech or NFT space?
First of all, don't be scared to do anything, even if you think that is not like. I mean, believe in yourself. Don't be scared. It's kind of like one first item, because that's I feel like the first rule you have to always follow. If you believe in what you do and you believe in your success, that always gives you this power and strength to find like how to move forward. Do a good analysis, analytics, and market, because I mean, especially in NFT crypto space, it's because it's cutting edge. It's like highly innovative. There are so many projects already on the market that probably doing something similar, and you can find those models. And if you don't know what to do, you can always do a little bit of research and find something. And have a good team, because it's hard to do everything by yourself. You need to have people who can help you to run the projects, and who also can believe in the project as well as you. So that's very important to I think to have a collaboration.
Yeah, we have another comment from Alex. We should definitely connect. 100%.
Sandro, you can find me on LinkedIn by the name Illia Pashkov, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, we can just send you Alex's LinkedIn and put you in touch.
Okay.
Yeah, another comment from Anna Schmidt, such a great idea, probably referring to one of your initiatives. I think she commented while you were talking about Alter.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Nice avatar.
Yes, guys, you can find me, whoever watching this webinar, you can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I prefer, I think, Instagram, Telegram, and LinkedIn, the main platforms I'm using lately. And you can send me any questions, any comments, whatever you think and like, or just would like to ask. I'll be happy to answer them.
So can we share your Telegram on our screen?
Yeah, of course. It's very simple. I use the same pretty much name. Is going to be PSHKV, abbreviation of my last name, PSHKV. That's how you can find me pretty much everywhere. I think it's either going to be like my last name, either like abbreviation.
Yeah, we can just present it here so everyone can see it. Yeah, here it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we have another comment from Andersvet. Yeah, Alter, yes, impressive. I need a link to download the app.
Yeah, so I have a demo version on my website. Is alter.is, that where you can see how those NFT looks like and how they can be placed. I have an MVP built on my app, so unfortunately I can't show everything to the public yet, because it's still like in testing, and some pieces are in development. But yeah, you can see the demo on my website, alter.is, and if you guys can talk.
But we saw it. We should confess, we saw it, and it looks impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple, like how it works, but with having a wallet connected to it, with having an NFT that actually have this 3D object that looks way cool. I'll be happy to show you the full demo, the full MVP that I'm currently have. We're going to be launching it soon. We're right now just doing some work with App Store to pretty much confirm and launch it on the App Store.
Cool. Thank you, Illia, and thank you for remaining Ukrainian.
Of course. We have a lot of talented people, and my teams mainly from Ukraine, also from Russia too. So it's like, you know, I have family in Russia as well, even though, you know, like we have some troubles. You know, I think I still believe in humanity, and I think that there is still could be peace and love found in even in any biggest, craziest times. And you know, I'm kind of like putting my thoughts and praying pretty much for the peace and love in the whole world, doesn't no matter what, you know. So hopefully we can survive the dark times, and you know, light will win anyway. So
For sure it will be. Thank you, and wish your products, wish your startups, wish your students, your mentoring, great success, and for the for our audience. So we're meeting in a week with one of the most interesting and visually attractive startups of nowadays. Let's keep its name in secret for several days.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you, Illia. It was great to have you.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Denise. Looking forward to seeing you sometime soon. So you always welcome to, you know, send me an invite to anything. And thank you, Fuel Arts, as well as a platform. I'll be happy to, you know, be a part of your webinars. Thank you so much, guys.
Great. Bye.
Have a good day. Yep.
You
Bye
too.
bye.